Welcome to all of you in Sankalpa Education Pratham classes. I am Sachin Patel, delivered lecture series on mechanical properties of fluids. Right now we are going with the measurement of pressure. We know that Pascal's law, and according to that one you can calculate the absolute pressure and gauge pressure also, and you will get the consideration related to pressure at any particular point. It is depends on the liquid column above it or the point which is at the particular depth. It is depends upon the liquid column above that one, and you will get the and you know that the pressure at any point, it is does not depends on the container or does not depends on the shape in which the liquid or fluid is present. Right now we are going with the measurement of pressure is here. Instrument used to measure the pressure are called as a pressure gauge. That means the pressure gauge is nothing but instrument which is used to measure the pressure. It is called as a pressure meter, pressure gauge, or vacuum gauge also. And inside our consideration we are going with the two types of instrument, that means mercury barometer and open tube manometer is there. Right now we are going with the consideration of mercury barometer. Inside the mercury barometer, first of all we have to now consider what is the barometer. What is the barometer? The instrument used to measure atmospheric pressure, atmospheric pressure. That means the instrument which is used to measure the atmospheric pressure is called barometer. Is called a barometer. What does it mean? That means the instrument which is particularly used to measure the atmospheric pressure. What is the atmospheric pressure? And we know that the atmospheric pressure is nothing but a pressure exerted by air column above the given point. Then it is called as atmospheric pressure at the particular sea level is there, and we want to find out the atmospheric pressure. We will use the instrument. That instrument is called as a barometer. Right now the name of the barometer is a mercury barometer. That means inside this barometer we have to use the mercury is there, and this barometer is invented by Torricelli, and Torricelli, and therefore inside this barometer we have to get the vacuum is here, and this vacuum is called as a Torricelli's vacuum. And Torricelli's vacuum is created. How it is created? First of all we have to go in with this schematic diagram related to that one. Inside this we have to going with inside this barometer we have to use the mercury, and first of all the barometer is formed by glass tube and which is completely filled with the mercury. That means this barometer formed by using a glass tube completely filled with mercury. That means this tube is completely filled with mercury, and it is placed inside and it is placed upside down. That means it is inverted inside the dish containing again mercury. That means it is placed upside down inside dish containing mercury. mercury. That means this tube is inverted, that means upside down is there and placed inside the dish which the dish which contain the mercury. Inside this we have to get the concentration. First of all we have to know the concentration related to that tube, and the tube is a glass tube about 1 meter long, or having a length is there 1 meter in a length, and 1 centimeter diameter is there, diameter filled with mercury up to its brim. What is it? A brim is nothing but opening of the tube up to that opening we have to fulfill the mercury inside the glass tube is there, and quickly inverted into dish containing mercury. What happens at that time when we have to take a tube, and inside the tube we have to fulfill the mercury up to its brim, that means at the opening, and you have to quickly invert it inside the dish. At that time gap is created, or this mercury level in a tube lower downs, and some mercury spills inside the disc is there. At that time some mercury spills inside dish, and mercury level inside tube lower, and forms the vacuum, and forms the vacuum inside the tube. This is called Torricelli's vacuum. This is called Torricelli's vacuum. What does it mean? When we have to get, first of all we have to get the glass tube of 1 meter in length and 1 centimeter in diameter. It is filled with mercury up to its brim, that means at the opening, and it is quickly inverted inside the dish containing the mercury. At that time some mercury from that tube it is going inside the dish, that means it is spills out, and due to that mercury level inside the tube is lower down. At that time there will be a formation of the vacuum. It is called as a Torricelli's vacuum, and it contain the vapors. It contain vapors of mercury. It contains the vapors of mercury. Right now we have to going with the consideration of this one. That means you have to going with the second point is related to that one. Pressure at the upper end of the mercury inside the tube. That is at the point A, which is inside the tube, and above it no any type of liquid or no any type of fluid is there, and therefore pressure at point P, pressure at point A is PA is equal to 0, because there will be a vacuum at the upper end of the liquid inside, or mercury inside the mercury inside the tube. Now consider the point C, and here we have to take the consideration point C on liquid, point C on liquid surface, hence has atmospheric pressure is there, hence has atmospheric pressure, and point C on a liquid surface has a pressure equals to pressure at point B, because here I am taking the cause of that consideration, point C and point B are at a same horizontal level, and therefore pressure at point B is equal to pressure at point C is there. Both points are at equal level, and therefore pressure at point C is atmospheric pressure. That means therefore PC is equal to PB is there. But here we have to consider what the pressure at point C is atmospheric pressure, that is we have to take the consideration of P0 is a atmospheric pressure, it is denoted by P0, and therefore PC is equal to P0, that is PB is equal to P0 is there. And point B is at the depth h below the point A. That means we have to consider here next point is related to that one. Point B is at depth h from point A. That means we have to consider the liquid inside the column, that means mercury inside the column. At that time the point B is below the point A with the depth h is there, and therefore below the depth h, point B is at depth h from point A. Let rho be the density of mercury, then according to pressure due to liquid column, we have to get the consideration of PB is equal to PA plus h rho g, where h is the depth below the point A, rho is the density of the mercury, and g is the acceleration due to gravity. But we already know that but PA is equal to 0, and therefore we directly get the PB is equal to h rho g is here. We get the directly h rho g is there, and we know that the PC is equal to P0 and PB is equal to P0. It implies that P0 is equal to h rho g. That means P0 is nothing but atmospheric pressure is directly taken as h rho g, where h is nothing but a distance, or it is a difference between point A and B inside the tube, which is having the length is 1 meter long and the diameter is 1 centimeter, and by using that one you can get the atmospheric pressure h rho g is directly calculated by using that formula, and it is nothing but instrument of barometer by using the mercury, where H rho g, where rho is the density of mercury, H is the height below, or it is a depth below the torsilis vacuum, and g is the acceleration due to gravity. By using this, you can calculate the atmospheric pressure by using a mercury barometer is here. Mercury barometer is here. Now the atmospheric pressure generally expressed in the length of mercury column. Atmospheric pressure expressed as the length of mercury column in mercury barometer as P ATM is equal to 76 cm of Hg. It is also have 760 mm of Hg. Millimeter or centimeter is there, and another one measuring unit of pressure. Another unit of pressure is 1 torr. 1 torr, and 1 torr is nothing but a 1 mm of Hg is there. That means 1 torr is nothing but a 1 mm of Hg. That means 1 millimeter of mercury is there. And though this is a related consideration of a barometer, mercury barometer. Inside the mercury barometer, we have to going with the atmospheric pressure calculated by using a mercury level inside the tube, having a 1 meter in length and 1 centimeter diameter, and you will forms the torsilis vacuum is there, and by using a depth of mercury point inside the tube, we can calculate the atmospheric pressure generated by the fluid, that means air inside the around the earth, and which is done by using a mercury barometer. If you like that video, please subscribe my channel and press on bell icon to get the next notification related to that lecture series. Thank you.